Tried the little blue pill and it didn't quite deliver? Feeling frustrated or ready to give up? Don't toss those pills just yet. I'm Dr. Zara, a board-certified urologist, and today I'm revealing the exact steps to make medications like Sildenafil, Viagra, and Tadalafil, Cialis work for you every single time. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a game plan to boost your confidence and get results. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss my weekly tips on men's health. Erectile dysfunction, or ED, affects millions of men worldwide, and medications like Sildenafil and Tadalafil are game changers for many. But here's the deal, sometimes they don't work the first time, or even the second. And that can feel discouraging. Maybe you've tried Viagra or Cialis, and it didn't live up to the hype. Don't worry, you're not alone, and there's a solution. In this video, I'm breaking down the science behind how these medications work, why they might fail, and my top 6 expert tips to optimize their effectiveness. Plus, I'll share real data from studies to back it up. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about what happens in your body when you get aroused. When you're turned on, whether it's by a partner, a thought, or something you see, your brain signals the release of a chemical called nitric oxide, or NO. This NO triggers the production of another chemical, cyclic guanosine monophosphate, or CGMP for short. Think of CGMP as the key that unlocks the blood vessels in your penis, allowing them to relax and fill with blood. That blood flow is what creates a firm, lasting erection. But here's where things can go wrong. In men with erectile dysfunction, an enzyme called phosphodiesterase 5, or PDE5, breaks down CGMP too quickly. When that happens, the blood vessels don't stay open long enough, and the erection either doesn't happen or fades fast. That's where medications like Sildenafil and Tadalafil come in. These are PDE5 inhibitors, which means they block that pesky PDE5 enzyme, letting CGMP build up and keep those blood vessels open. The result? Better blood flow, stronger erections, and the ability to maintain them for intercourse. Sounds simple, right? But if it's so straightforward, why do some men try these pills and get no results? Maybe you've been there, popping a pill, waiting, and nothing. Don't give up just yet. There are specific steps you can take to make these medications work like a charm. Let's get into my 6 proven tips. Tip number 1. Don't give up if it doesn't work the first time. This might sound obvious, but persistence is key. A fascinating study from 1996 to 1998 looked at 1,476 men with ED in double-blind, placebo-controlled trials. They took sildenafil with sexual stimulation and tracked their success with intercourse. Here's what they found. On the first attempt, only 54% of men had successful intercourse. By the second try, that number jumped to 64%. And by the 8th attempt, a whopping 86% of men were successful. Why does it get better with time? First, nerves play a big role. The first time you take an ED pill, you might be anxious or stressed about whether it'll work. Stress is a major erection killer because it floods your body with adrenaline, which constricts blood vessels, exactly the opposite of what you want. As you get more comfortable with the medication, that anxiety fades. Plus, you'll learn how to time the dose and create the right environment for success. So, here's my advice. Give it at least 8 tries before you decide it's not working. Keep a journal to track what's working or not and share it with your doctor. Speaking of which, don't forget to smash that like button if you're finding this helpful, and leave a comment with any questions you have. I read them all. Tip number 2. Talk to your doctor about increasing the dose. Many men start on a lower dose of sildenafil, like 25 or 50 milligrams, or tadalafil, like 5 or 10 milligrams. But here's the thing, higher doses are available, and they can make a big difference. A study of 137 men who thought sildenafil had failed them found that 55% were only taking 50 milligrams. Sildenafil goes up to 100 milligrams, and tadalafil goes up to 20 milligrams. When these men were educated on proper use and given higher doses, 54% of them went from failure to success. Now, don't just double your dose on your own. That's a job for your doctor. They'll assess your health, check for interactions with other medications, and make sure it's safe to go higher. If you're working with an online service, they might default to a lower dose to be cautious, but don't be afraid to ask about your options. A simple dose adjustment could be the key to unlocking the results you're looking for. If you're enjoying this video, share it with someone who might need this info. It could change their life. Tip number 3, take the medication the right way. It's not just about swallowing a pill and waiting for magic. There's a science to it. First, you need sexual stimulation. These pills don't work like a light switch. They rely on your body's natural arousal process to release nitric oxide. That could mean physical touch, visual stimulation, or even an arousing thought. Without that trigger, the medication can't do its job. Next, timing is everything. Take Sildenafil or Tadalafil 30 to 60 minutes before sexual activity for peak effectiveness. Here's why. After you swallow the pill, it takes about 30 minutes to absorb into your bloodstream. Then, your liver breaks it down into its active form, which takes another 15 to 30 minutes. Finally, it starts blocking PDE5 to let cGMP build up, which takes another 15 to 30 minutes. So, about an hour after taking it, you're at peak performance. But here's a pro tip. You can take it up to 4 hours in advance, and it'll still work. For Tadalafil, which lasts up to 36 hours, you've got even more flexibility. Just don't expect instant results the second you pop the pill. Give it time to work its magic. One more thing, avoid taking it on a completely empty stomach or right after a light snack, as a little food can help with absorption. But there's a catch, which brings us to our next tip. Tip number 4, watch what you eat and drink. A high-fat meal, like a burger, fries, or anything greasy, can slow down how quickly Sildenafil or Tadalafil gets into your bloodstream. Fat takes longer to digest, which means the drug sits in your stomach longer, delaying its effects. In some cases, it might not work at all, or you could get side effects like headaches or flushing without the erection you're aiming for. To avoid this, take the pill with a light meal or on a relatively empty stomach. And while we're on the topic of what to avoid, let's talk about alcohol. Excessive drinking can lead to what I call whiskey dick, a temporary inability to get or maintain an erection. Alcohol depresses your nervous system and reduces blood flow, which directly counteracts what these medications are trying to do. I've got a whole video on how alcohol affects erections, so check it out in the description below. For now, limit alcohol to 1 drink on the day you take the medication and keep it to no more than 7 drinks per week overall. Tip number 5, boost your overall health. ED isn't just about the penis. It's often a sign of bigger issues like poor blood flow, diabetes, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol. In fact, I've diagnosed these conditions in countless patients who came to me for ED. A study of 521 men with ED found that those who improved their overall health had an 82% success rate with sildenafil. How did they do it? They started by reviewing their medications. Some drugs, like certain blood pressure meds, think metoprolol or propranolol, can interfere with erections. Switching to alternatives, like atenolol, which have less impact on sexual function, can help. They also managed conditions like high blood pressure or cholesterol with medication, quit smoking, because smoking is a huge erection killer, and limited alcohol. If their testosterone levels were low for their age, they got treatment to bring them back to normal. Lifestyle changes matter too. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and stress management can improve blood flow and boost the effectiveness of ED medications. If you're not sure where to start, talk to your doctor about a full health checkup. It could make all the difference. Tip number 6, don't be shy. Talk to your doctor. I know discussing ED can feel awkward, but it's critical. A survey of 1,600 primary care physicians found that only 45% routinely ask about ED symptoms, so you might need to bring it up yourself. Some patients don't even know higher doses or alternative medications, like Tadalafil, exist. Your doctor can adjust your dose, switch medications, or refer you to a specialist like a urologist for more advanced treatments. If you're using an online service, make sure it's reputable and involves a licensed provider who can offer personalized advice. Don't settle for a one-size-fits-all approach. Your health and confidence are worth the conversation. So, there you have it. 6 proven tips to make Sildenafil and Tadalafil work for you. Don't give up too soon. Consider increasing the dose, take it the right way, avoid high-fat meals and excessive alcohol, improve your overall health, and talk to your doctor. ED medications are powerful tools, but they work best when you use them correctly and address the root causes of ED. Before you go, here's what I want you to do. Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Share this video with someone who needs to hear this. It could be a game changer. Check out my other videos. I dive deep into men's health topics with weekly experts, perfect for your commute or workout. Leave a comment below. Let me know your biggest takeaway or any questions you have. I'm here to help. As always, take care of yourself because you are absolutely worth it. See you in the next video.